I was in prison for 5 years and met all kinds of guards and things I will never forget. I've bounced around 5 different prisons over the years, each one a fresh slice of the same rotten pie, and the one constant that turned my stomach every time was the guards. Not the whole crew, plenty were just punching the clock, keeping their eats down and letting the days blur by. A few even went out of their way to point you toward a program or two, like they remembered we were people under the jumpsuits. But then you get the others, the ones who walked in with that gleam in their eye, like the walls were their playground and we were the toys they could smash just to hear the crunch. Take my first stretch, county lockup in A8 after a bar brawl gone sideways that should have been a misdemeanor, but stuck like tar. Supposed to be a quick holdover till transfer, but that's where Officer Hale decided to make an example out of the new guy. I'm shuffling through chow line, tray balanced like it's made of glass, and he eyes it like I insulted his mama. Stacks off inmate, he barks, slamming it face first into the gray mush on the floor. The whole block freezes, while he stands over me, boot tapping, clean it up. With what you got, so there I am, on my knees, swiping at the slop with my sleeve, the stink rising up like a bad memory. Respect, he mutters. Like that's the lesson. I swallowed the fire in my throat. Lesson 1 inside, pick your battles, or lose them all. Rotated to state pen up north for the real bid, and the pattern sharpened. That place had its share of nightmares and sells the lifers who gutted rivals over spilled beer, the twitchy psychos scripting manifestos on fogged up mirrors, gang ink that told stories bloodier than mine, pedos huddled in shadows, yeah, and the odd serial case mixed in like a bad joke. But for the most part, they carved at their corners and left yours alone, unless you poked the bear, snitched on a deal or shorted someone on commissary. Nobody's swinging wild. I bumped next to a guy who'd offed his ex in a haze of jealousy. Dude spent evenings whittling chess pieces from soap, scraps, schooling us on endgames like it was therapy. The gangs ran tight ships, breaking up scuffles before they bloomed, saving their heat for the streets outside. Even the Birdman, flapping imaginary wings in the yard, just cooed at the clouds, no victims there. It was us against the system, not each other. Energies too precious for sideshows, the guards, though the bad apples. They imported the chaos, fresh off whatever grudge they nursed from the free world. At state, the visiting room tyrant was this stone-faced woman CO, reeling it like a border checkpoint. My sister hauled us for hours one way that holiday, nephew bouncing in the back seat, just for those precious 20 minutes on the phone. I spot her through the plexi, waving like we're kids again. And this CO buzzkit, lips pursed permanent, shakes her head. Jeans don't cut it today, she says, jabbing a finger at the denim like it's a felony. Turns out sis had the gall to request a napkin last visit, no second chance. They booted her, and I sat there staring at the empty chair till the buzzer. No calls, no notes, just a void that echoed louder than any lockdown. That kind of petty. It hollows you out, makes the concrete feel like it's closing in. Federal holdover was the gut punch joint, where they crammed in the Federal's wit. Each the worst of the worst, and the starvation started. Day 1, trays hit the line looking like afterthoughts, crusty rolls, beans thin as soup, meat that quivered wrong. Ramirez, the shift boss, built like a fridge with a mustache would skim the good stuff, trading it under tables or dumping it down drains while we lined up hungry. Dropped 20 pounds without trying, ribs poking like accusations. Beatings crept in soft, a frisk that lingered too long on the kidneys, a shakedown that ended with you spitting pink. Saw it go full ugly on this kid, fresh-faced 19, nose deep in GED bucks during yard time, actually chasing the high school diploma like it mattered. Ramirez waits till lights dim, snatches the binder, tears pages like they're kindling. Then the fists fly, boots connect with gut and thighs till the